Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 24, Episode 1 of Tainted Grail. We are playing the Last Night expansion and jumping into our first round of Chapter 10. Let's join the gameplay. Okay, we're going to be jumping into Chapter 10. This round, we've got our cards here. Chapter 10, Part 1. Place the card on the active quest file. You'll suddenly remember that you departed from Mangrove Huddle not to save Avalon, but to do something more mundane. But should you waste time following your personal tasks, you have a shot of repairing the world. Then again, if you go forward with the Pale Lady's plan now, you likely won't be able to complete the task that was once so important to you. Discard Secret Card 30 and the Four Dweller model from the map. So we just put the Four Dweller on the map. Ready? Discard Secret Card 30 and the Four Dweller model from the map. Follow your personal story, or then visit the Wise Stonemen on the cliffside of the western part of the island. From now on, you can use underground passages to travel faster between Lonely Spire, Devastation, Pit of the Dead, Heart of Tuathon, and Camelot. Okay, so we can use the underground passages to travel where we want to go. Okay, so let's just see, do we discard this Secret Card 30? Do I even have it? I don't think I have it. I've got Lancelot. I don't have Secret Card 30, so I guess I remove the Pale Ladies as the Four Dweller. Let's go ahead then and have a quick word from our sponsor, and then we'll jump into gameplay. Thanks for watching. Pontos Fathom Hobbies is brought to you by the books that we produce. We've got the Genealogy of Cthulhu, Hermeticism of Hastur, and Necromancy of Nyarlathotep. You can collect them in the Tattoo Journals Omnibus. We've also got our Artificial Psychoanalysis of Desiring Machines and Alchemy and Anthroposophy in the Dune Saga. We have a podcast channel where we have features like the Esoteric Dragon Mysteries, Esoteric Saturn Mysteries, and Occulted Anthroposophy and History. Our newest offering is our Dreamland Saga. Aimless takes place in Lovecraft's Cellophase, Hope's Home in Dalathleen, Stubborn Devotions of Venting and Forgiving, first three parts of the Alchemical Courtship in the Dreamlands. Finally, we've got our newest offering, the Dirges of the Alabaster Kings and the Saturnalis Thramoran. Go check out the bookstore link down below if you're interested. You can also check out our Patreon where we go deep into some of these and our podcast channel. Now back to our gameplay. Okay, jumping into round one here, we have the 225, which is Twisted Pathways, and we also have the Icicle Forest down below. So we can do some exploring. Maybe we should just stay in the Twisted Spire right now, the Lonely Spire. A glimpse of the past Lonely Spire. Let's just double check if there's anything left there. 226. 226. The Lonely Spire. It says, check the spire's outskirts. If Chapter 13, Part 6 quest is revealed, otherwise read on. The Lonely Tower, its walls marked with soot, rises from the bottom of a basin surrounded by frozen mud and adorned with fish skeletons. The remains of an encampment lie scattered across the base of the tower, traces of campfires, decayed ropes, tent pegs. You wonder who dwelled here, as the area is frigid and the weirdness seems to somehow stick to the tower. Check the outskirts, enter the tower, speak with the residents, leave the exploration. So if we go to verse 7, snow mixed with mud surrounds the tower, making it difficult to move on. You feel how it saps your heat, leaving you shivering. You also notice something intriguing. Weirdness sticks to the spire's walls, leaving a small area outside almost free of its influence. As you ponder this, you catch a glimpse of something bright running up the slopes. Follow the light only if you don't have Wilderness Encounter Part 2. I don't have it. Go to verse 2. The way up the slope is horrible, full of unstable rocks and frozen mud that crumbles under your feet. When you finally reach the top, you're drenched in sweat, gasping for air, and you notice an ethereal creature in the shape of a pig. It immediately vanishes in the thin air. Each party, as you look for the creature, you realize they are in the middle of berry shrubs full of small edible plants. We gain a food each. That'll be helpful. Probably eat it. And then we lose 2 terror. And we gain Wilderness Encounter Part 2. Wilderness Encounter Part 2. And that will end the exploration. Mysteries and Visions. We already have part Mysteries and Visions. Perhaps we will go to the Twisted Pathways. What do they represent here? The Pit of the Dead. Hint, from now on you can use underground passages to travel faster between the Lonely Spire, Tetuan, the Heart of Tetuan. So we can put these here as well. So this is 53. I guess we can go here. We can also go to Camelot. Camelot. Here. 285 Camelot. They're not really touching, so I'll just kind of put them like this. Now, let me move this up to make it clear. I guess we're just going through underground tunnels here. So Camelot, Heart of Tetuan, the Lonely Spire, Devastation is another one. Devastation. Devastation. I don't know how they connect though. And Pit of the Dead. Pit of the Dead. I don't know, they want us to go to this mangrove huddle, which connects to 215. I'll just put the mangrove huddle up here. Pit of the Dead. Let's see, Pit of the Dead. I don't have the Pit of the Dead here. I don't know where that is. Okay, so I guess we can go, but let's just go to the Twisted Pathways for now, I suppose. Which also goes to 223. Once we get to that. So 223 is the Menhir Meadow. 223. Oh, then 215 is going to be close to this mangrove huddle. Okay, so 214 is the mangrove huddle. Is the Forbidden Cage. And then that's going to lead us to that's where this mangrove huddle is. So if we choose to go there, this is how we get to that path. The mangrove huddle. That we departed from the mangrove huddle not to save Avalon. So I don't know if we have to go back there, but I'll just kind of map it out just for so I can remember what's going on. We'll go to the Twisted Pathways. We gain 2 food. Let's go ahead and do an exploration. We can drag an encounter from this. And our encounter is a Knight Errant. We've got the Knight Errant here. So let's have them do an encounter with the Knight Errant. We can go ahead and have Dagan. First off, we get Lancelot 2 at the start of the combat. Plus we've got Dagan here. Going to give us 2. Each time a combat card gives you 3 or more, you gain 1. So we get 3, 4. And then we'll also have Sloane 2x that. So that's 4. Plus he has that spear. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, so Knight Errant. We've taken care of the Knight Errant. We'll get some loot from this. 3 wealth. Okay, let's go ahead and do the exploration of the Twisted Pathways. 225. Twisted Pathways, 225. If you have decision 1 or 5, decision, we don't have any decision. Freezing winds flowing from the north, winding its way through the labyrinth of tangled trees, roots, and snowdrifts, remain of rope Remains of rope bridges and lanterns dangle from the trunks, and ancient marks cut into their bark pointing toward places lost to time. This maze forest is the only known way to the north, but during the last few months as the weirdness grew thicker, the paths have changed. If you're playing Chapter 2, if you're playing Chapter 5, otherwise, go through the twisted pathways to the north. Visit the marvelous site with Means of Survival, Part 5. Means of Survival, Part 5. We don't have it. We are Chapter 10. Let's just go and delve into the gorge. Go to the twisted pathways. Okay. Twisted path. Visit a ruined lodge on the gorge bank. Verse 7. The lodge is abandoned, but its former habitants have left something for the visitor. Walls are covered with roughly sketched charcoal maps of the area. Gain clues part 1. We have it already. I feel like we're not supposed to go here. Okay. That's going to end the exploration. We'll just go ahead and take the turn here. I'll grab a food. We'll clear up our terror and our health. And we will see you guys in the next round. Thank you for watching.